The school supply drive that's been going strong for 4 years now is probably more needed this year than ever. Genesis is getting ready to pack the bus. Shirley Gusta is here with the bus stop schedule for the drive. That's what I'm calling it, because that's what it's going to look like. The bus pulls up. That's
correct. We have buses and we pack them full of supplies. So I'm very excited again to host the event this year.
That's a clever idea. Are these are working school buses that transport kids?
They are. Actually, Dunham School Services actually provides the buses, and the drivers actually get the buses to the locations for the community events that we have at the East, West, and Silvis. And then North Scott Schools provides the bus and the driver for the event we have in Eldridge at the North Scott Foods.
That's neat. So a week from today, next Monday, which happens to be August 1st.
Right.
August, folks. Here we go. This is an opportunity for you to stop by these places and pack the bus. And we really do believe that families are going to need this maybe more than any other year recently.
Well, you know, we thought through the COVID pandemic, we really had quite a crisis for many families. And even though COVID's still among us, now we have inflation that people are dealing with, and we know everything is more expensive. And it costs several $100s to get a child ready for school.
Yes. I just saw the stat yesterday that said more than $600 per child to get a kid ready for school.
And that is incredible.
Isn't it though?
Yeah,
I mean, really, it doesn't
incredible.
sound feasible even. So let's start with helping a lot of families who can't even begin to meet that.
Right.
What do we need? So first of all, we're going to look at the shots here of the lovely buses. So we're literally putting the supplies in the bus.
Absolutely. We have boxes on the bus, so as we collect the supplies at each of the sites, we actually load them up onto the school bus, and at the end of the day, we unpack the bus at our little distribution center and get things all organized. So on Friday, we're boxed up and ready for the schools to pick up their items. So it's amazing. It's amazing how well it works.
And you know, even if you just want to pick up a pack of pencils, I mean, you can give small, but I know some people go out and buy literally cases of Kleenex boxes and backpacks and water bottles.
Absolutely
for kids. So whatever you have, whatever you can afford. Of course, this is brand new stuff.
Right, brand new. We don't accept used because again, the students need new things to start their year.
Sure. And I feel like kids need more now than they used to. Let's talk about that, Shirley.
Yeah, well, they do. Again, not just your traditional spiral notebooks. There's calculators, headphones, hand sanitizers, another product that's a little new given our current situation. That, you know, those things all do add up. Even batteries to run some of the equipment that teachers need. And it not only helps the families and the students, but the teachers who also give so much from their own pockets to supply their children with what they need to have a successful year. It really helps the whole community. And, you know, we've been so blessed over the last 3 years that we've collected over 27,000 items, valued at almost $47,000. Wow. So this community and our Genesis employees are just so giving. It's just a real pleasure to be able to, again, host the event this year.
This particular drive, I think, really does have a strong attraction. There's something about the buses themselves, the way you collect, and that just, it makes people want to give. And so we'll have a good example of some of the items here. What do you, is there something you think is more important that we need more of, Shirley, in general? You know, the glue sticks and the Kleenex boxes, or the, you know, what would you pick here?
Well, I think, again, backpacks are important because the children need something to bring their supplies back and forth, and they can get very expensive. So, you know, again, sometimes you can get really good specials on some of the paper products and the pencils and crayons,
but the backpacks
are expensive.
And they can go, I mean, even the lower end ones are high.
That's right.
Especially if you get some cool ones, right? So we have a couple of examples here. But the other thing I want to mention is that, you know, if it's been a long time since you've supplied a kid for school, you're thinking, why doesn't school supply a lot of that stuff? Really? But it's been a while since schools have been able to afford anything either.
Exactly. And again, like I mentioned, teachers will go out of their way to purchase things just to make sure their students have what they need. And that's so gracious of them to do that. So, you know, I think any item that you can purchase, there's a school list in most of the stores that tell you what the items are each school needs for the different grades even. So even using that as a reference is a great way to kind of select select what you might want to purchase
Yeah,
and provide.
what does a fifth grader need, as you know, compared to somebody in high school? There are different, like the different backpacks have different components inside as well, and these are kind of fun too, just in themselves, like one of these little minis right here. Yeah. So we want to look at the schedule so you know where you can drop these off depending on where you live. This starts on Monday, 7:30 in the morning, folks. That's kind of school hours, 7:30 to 3:45. Monday is at the Genesis-East Campus. Tuesday, Genesis-West, and you see it's most of the day.
Right, it is the bulk of the business day.
Wednesday at the Genesis in Silvis, and then Thursday is that one non-Genesis location, which is North Scott Foods, because of what they supply.
They have needs as well. And we do have another option if people aren't able to shop or drop their items off, that they can text a donation through our foundation. And if you would just text Pack the Bus to 41444, then they'll accept information for the donations, and we'll help supply some of the additional items maybe we're a little short on this year, maybe batteries or some of those things that get expensive. And often we'll even just give the school districts the money to utilize themselves for where they feel they have the greatest need.
That's good, Shirley, because I know there's some folks, I would be one of them, if I don't have time to shop, I would like to donate monetarily, and that's always appreciated too. So. Thanks, Shirley.
Well,
thanks for what
Paula.
you do, because this is a huge thing this time of year for families.
And it's my pleasure. I love doing it, and it's so great to see how thrilled people are when they get the supplies.
It is neat, isn't it?
Yes,
Thanks, Shirley.